ShellShock Live may sound familiar to you even if you haven't heard of the Steam version yet, because the game has been a fairly popular Flash title for quite a long time. Neither this nor the Flash versions are incredibly unique or original titles, but that isn't to say that they don't compete well. It certainly seems a bit strange to title a game something that essentially translates to PTSD Live, but it is a game about tanks and massive weaponry, so I suppose it makes sense. ShellShock Live is a two-dimensional tank game, where each player takes turns firing from their random assortment of weapons. Before you have leveled or progressed at all, you will already have a very wide range of different types of weapons to use. As you play, you'll level up your account and your weapons, giving you all sorts of new weapons and upgraded versions of those same weapons. This is definitely one of the most fun aspects of the game, the sheer amount of different tools to play with. The idea of so many varying weapons somewhat throws balance out the window when each match you are randomly assigned a set of weapons from your unlocked options. You may have weapons where everything you have is hard to aim and low damage, then you may have another game where you have multiple massive AoE nuke weapons. As you level up, you'll also earn upgrade points that you can use to modify your tank's overall stats as well. This includes things such as how mobile it is, its armor, critical damage, luck, and a few other bonuses tacked onto those stats. These stats, plus the upgraded weapons, make it less fair when fighting players of vastly different levels, but well-aimed shots and some lucky RNG can quickly make up the difference. If you are still bothered by that imbalance, there are some game options for avoiding big level gaps or even balancing out the weapons across players. Gameplay. Matches in ShellShock Live tend to last no more than 10 minutes, unless you're playing some of the more absurd game modes, such as ones with high health or that require you to bounce your shot off a bumper to deal damage. As with most games, it is certainly the most fun if you have some friends that you can tag along with you. You can play a mad free-for-all or team matches with up to 8 players. It is to be noted, however, that there is currently no local multiplayer option. The game is turn-based, allowing each player to perfect their angle and power in order to land their shots. Game settings allow you to change between individual turns, team turns, or all players taking their turns simultaneously. There are also several different game modes other than just trying to eliminate your opponents. This includes things such as shooting increasingly smaller targets, or a juggernaut mode where all players face off against one enemy with much greater health. Match options also allow you to do some smaller adjustments like changing the intensity of the wind or overall player health. User interface. The UI is attractive and clean. The bright neon colors work well for the game's aesthetics and are easily readable on a dark background. It's very easy to navigate the menus, quick to get into a match or to modify your settings. During a match, there are clear indicators helping you know where your previous shots went, your current power and angle, direction and level of wind, as well as all players' health. Controls. Mouse and keyboard work perfectly well. You can drag with your mouse to get your shot's angle and power near where you want it, and you can use the arrow keys to make smaller adjustments to get it right where it needs to be. These controls are unable to be changed, and I would also recommend against using a controller in the game's current state. There are some things the controller is just unable to do, such as clicking on gear rewards during a match, or making quick changes to your aim. Graphics. ShellShock Live is full of bright, vibrant colors, from the neon tanks and UI to the wide array of different colored weapons. The art style is clean and attractive, and reads well for this type of game. It's easy to distinguish different weapons from one another while they're in the air, and many of the weapons' special effects are incredibly satisfying. Even though this is a 2D game, they do provide some graphical options upon launching the game. These include windowed mode, resolution, and graphic levels. The graphic settings seem to be the default Unity options, and they all seem to be effectively identical. Audio. The game has a few original songs that play in the menus that all sound fairly similar. They're all very epic sounding orchestral themes that fit well into the downtime between matches. There are also a dozen different short song clips that can be used as victory tunes, which are more varied in their sound. They're all very fun and playful and tend to be quite amusing at the end of a match. Sound effects work well. Menu noise while mousing over options and making selections gets a bit annoying, but you won't spend too much time in the menus. Many of the different weapons use some of the same sounds, but most of them are satisfying enough. There are many silly, fun sounds tied to some of the more strange weapons as well, that really ties the feeling of the game together. There's nothing quite like waiting in fear as the pooping sounds of a seagull lead to your imminent demise. Final thoughts. ShellShock Live is a fun game. It provides a lot of different options for game modes and weapon variation, as well as giving players many different ways to progress. When you can so easily just play a couple matches a day, the addition of progression really makes it so you want to keep coming back and playing it from time to time. Although there are certainly many other options for similar games, I would say for this price point, it's worth giving it a try with your friends.